Okay guys, now it is enough to talk about desktop. Just one more thing I want to talk about that, and that's recycle bin here, and I want to show you how you can customize your recycle bin. And actually recycle bin, as its name is, obviously, based on the name you can tell what the recycle bin means. It means that you can move your files to recycle bin as if you have deleted them, but you can restore it based on a time frame, or based on the capacity of this recycle bin. And I'm going to talk about both of these for you. Let me click on recycle bin. First of all, you can see that this is kind of a bin that is full. You can see it is full of different documents. I click on that, and by clicking on this, I can see different items in my recycle bin. Okay, now I want to show you how you can customize your recycle bin. Let me close this and right click on recycle bin. If I right click on that, I have different options. The first one was open, that it is bold, and this means if I double click or click on recycle bin, it is going to execute this command, open. Now the second thing is empty recycle bin. Whenever you are sure that you are not going to restore any file from recycle bin, you can just go ahead and click on empty recycle bin. I can pin it to start, I can create a shortcut from my recycle bin, I can rename it to whatever I want, and I can go to properties, and this is the best place to customize your recycle bin. Now before opening the properties, let me open the properties, and I want to show you something. You can see that I only have one drive, and that's drive C, so this is the only drive that is listed here. And as you can see, this is about 60 gigabytes in space. Now, where does this recycle bin exist? If I open a file explorer, I right click on file explorer here and go to file explorer, and I want to show you something. Let me go to view tab and go to options, and by opening the options, the folder options, I want to go to view tab again, and here I want to click on show hidden files and folders and drives and hide protected operating system files. This will give you a warning. That's okay for now. Just click on yes, and by clicking on apply and closing this window, you can just click on drive C on the navigation pane, and now you can see some folders that were not visible previously. One of them is recycle bin. As you can see, it is prepended by a $sign. This means that you can find it by just typing $sign and recycle.bin, and this is a place that recycle bin exists, and you can find such a folder in every drive that you have on your computer. Okay, let me go back to view tab, and I want to disable what I have done. Click on OK. Now they are gone. Okay, now how much space should you give to recycle bin? This is based on your preference. By default, it is going to take about 10% of your drive. Each drive has a recycle bin, and of course you can see all of them in one place using this icon. Each drive has a recycle bin folder inside that will use about 10% of the total drive space. Now you can change it by using a custom size. For example, I want to have about 6 gigabytes. It makes 6,192 megabytes. Or I can even reduce it to, for example, 1 gigabyte. For example, it makes about 1,000 megabytes or 1,024 megabytes. Okay, so this is based on your preference. Normally, I do not use any space for a recycle bin, but this will introduce some errors to your file deletion. For example, if I reduce the files, reduce the recycle bin size to, for example, 1 megabyte, and click on apply, whenever I try to delete a file that is bigger than 1 megabyte, I will receive a warning. For example, let me go to docs folder. Here I have a file. Let me open this, and I want to make this file big enough, save it. Now you can see that this file is about 2 kilobytes. That's very few. I want to make it about multiple megabytes of information. Let me copy all of that and paste it multiple times to make sure that this is going to be a big file. That's it. Let me save it. Now closing this, you can see that it is about 7,000 kilobytes. That makes it about 7 megabytes. Now if I try to delete this file, you can see that it tells me this file is too big to recycle. That means your recycle bin doesn't have enough space to hold this file. So it will be deleted permanently. You cannot have it. You cannot restore it later. That's okay for now. I'm going to click on no and go back to recycle bin and again change the size. Normally 10% is a good size. So I just go and type, for example, 509 5,900 megabytes and click on apply. Now whenever you are going to delete a file, what happens? If I go to docs folder and press delete, or right click on this folder and select delete, or go to the ribbon and select delete when it says selected. Let me select this and go to the ribbon and click on delete. You can see that it is going to be deleted without even giving you a warning message. So if you mistakenly have deleted one of these files, you should just go back to recycle bin, and by opening that you can see your file is there, and if you want to restore it, you can just right click on that and click on restore. It is going to be restored to the original place. So click on restore and it is going to be in its original place and no harm will be done. This is the meaning of recycle bin. So what can you do when you have deleted all items from recycle bin? Before going to that, I want to show you one thing. By clicking on display delete confirmation dialog, you are going to stop this behavior. Click on apply. Now whenever you want to delete a file, by right clicking and going to, for example, select delete, you can see that a warning message opens for you and gives you information about what you are deleting. You are deleting one item and its size is this and its name is this. Are you sure you want to delete it? I want to go and hit yes, and this is what I want to do. So I prefer to have this checkbox checked because it gives me the warning and it warns me about what is going to happen. So click on OK. Now as I told you, if I go to recycle bin, I can restore these files. What if I want to delete these files? For example, I can select all of these inside recycle bin and delete them here. If I go and select delete, they are going to be deleted permanently. This is exactly the same as right clicking recycle bin and going and selecting empty recycle bin. So by emptying recycle bin, you will not be able to restore this file any longer. And of course I'm going to give you some options to restore this from previous backups or previous versions that you have selected to have on your computer. I'm going to talk about this later. But right now, by right clicking on this and clicking on empty recycle bin, you are going to lose them permanently. You can see this recycle bin item is going to show you an empty bucket. Okay, this is about recycle bin. In next section I want to talk about File Explorer.